When it opened at the end of 2004, critics praised Hotel Rwanda for its unflinching portrayal of the 1994 Rwandan genocide. Not only did the film receive 3 Oscar nominations, it resonated politically, reminding people of how the West failed to intervene while nearly 1 million people were slaughtered. It's more typical for mainstream movies about Africa, such as Out of Africa or White Mischief, to focus mostly on beautiful landscapes and beautiful protagonists. Hotel Rwanda is a Western film that tells its story from an African perspective. And now there follows a stream of films that deal with Africa somewhat more realistically.
The last thing we can afford is to have some foreign leader get popped on our soil.
Sidney Pollack's latest film, The Interpreter, shot both here in New York and in Africa, stars 2 white protagonists, played by Nicole Kidman and Sean Penn. On one level, The Interpreter is a typical Hollywood thriller, but on another, the film is trying to make a serious political point, serving as a cheerleader for the United Nations and its important role in world affairs.
It's the only alternative we've got to having nobody try to deal on a world level with violence, and so I would hope that we would try to support them as much as we can and fix what the problems are.
Sergeant Desuit, can you tell us precisely how you applied electric shocks?
In My Country focuses on the Truth and Reconciliation Commission in South Africa, a court-like body set up after the end of apartheid. Samuel L. Jackson stars as an American reporter covering the hearings. He says he hopes the film will educate people about South Africa's history of apartheid.
It is good that you do this. I will testify myself.
I have friends who are South African who had lived through apartheid, and I knew about the Truth and Reconciliation Commissions, and I was kind of dissatisfied with the news coverage of them, and hopefully this film will let people know what happened.
For years I've wondered if the stories were true.
There's also Sahara, which is an Indiana Jones-type romp, with a semi-serious point to make about Africa. Amid the daring do, it tries to weave in contemporary references to the environment and African despotism. The filmmakers were conscious when it came to avoiding movie cliches about Africa. Even though they were making an action film, they were determined to represent Africa in an honest way.
Africa did become a story, and I know that was real important to all of us in the development of the script, is how to treat Africa, because Africa, I've been there a couple of times, and one, how you represent it, and this is a fictional story we're telling, Sahara, but one, if you boo-hoo it too much, or the people there that are, some of them are very poor, that's very condescending and a long way to go.